Hello everyone, this is Monali and I welcome you all with a very big heart. Children, this lesson is all about the cell wall and nucleus. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First of all, we are going to see features of cell wall. In addition to plasma membrane, plant cell have an additional rigid outer covering which is called as cell wall. Cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. It does not interfere at all with the functions of the cell membrane. It is composed of a complex non-living substance known as cellulose. Now let's see functions of cell wall. Why cell wall is important? Cell wall gives shape to the plant cell. It prevents the desiccation or drying up of the plant cell. It gives rigidity and strength to the plant cell. It protects the plant cell from bursting when kept in hypertonic solution. It protects the cell from any mechanical injury. Let's see a condition called as turgidity in the plant cell. When a living plant cell reaches a state where it cannot accommodate any more water through endosmosis, it is called as turgid and the condition is called as turgidity. When the cell is turgid, its wall is stretched under pressure from inside and in its turn it presses the cell contents towards the center of the cell. The pressure of the cell contents towards the cell wall is called Turgor pressure, and pressure exerted by cell wall on the cell content is called as wall pressure. In this diagram you can see very well osmotic pressure, where water moves into the cell due to osmotic concentration of the cell contents. Turgor pressure, that is the cell contents is pushing pressure on the cell wall, and the wall pressure, where cell wall restrains expansions of cell with the wall pressure. OP stands for osmotic pressure, TP for Turgor pressure, and WBP stands for wall pressure. Next condition is flaccidity in the plant cell. When a living plant cell is kept in a hypertonic solution, it will start losing water and cytoplasm of the cell will shrink and plasma membrane will be withdrawn from the cell wall. This shrinkage of cytoplasm along with the cell membrane is called as plasmolysis. Such type of cell is called flaccid and the condition is called as flaccidity. In this diagram you can see the very first diagram shows a turgid plant cell. The second diagram shows the shrinkage of protoplasm, and the third diagram shows completely plasmolysed cell. Let's see plasma membrane versus cell wall. Children, as we have discussed earlier also, the very first point is plasma membrane is the outermost layer in the animal cell, whereas cell wall is the outermost layer in the plant cell. Plasma membrane is made up of lipid and protein, which is called as lipoprotein in short, whereas cell wall is made up of cellulose. Plasma membrane is selectively permeable, that is, it allows only selected materials to move across it. But cell wall is completely freely permeable. Let's see about nucleus. Nucleus is the largest cell organelle usually located in the center of the animal cell. But in case of mature plant cell, with the formation of vacuole, it is shifted towards the periphery. It is also called as the master of the cell or governor of the cell on the basis of its functions which it performs inside the cell. So let's see functions of nucleus. Nucleus regulates and coordinates various life processes of the cell. It plays an important role in the cell division. It contains genes which determines the hereditary character of an organism. It plays a crucial role in determining the development of the cell and fate of the cell upon maturity. Let's discuss the structure of nucleus. Nucleus is surrounded by a double-layered membrane which is called as nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane has numerous pores which are called as nuclear pores. Student, by mistake this is written as pores, it should be pores. So read it as pores. These pores allow entry and exit of materials. Inside the nucleus, there is a colorless dense liquid called as nucleoplasm. You can see diagram of nucleus. Nucleoplasm is present inside the nuclear membrane, which is a double-layered membrane. Nuclear membrane has pores which are called as nuclear pores for entry and exit of material. And in the nucleoplasm, we have two very important structures. First one is nucleolus, another one is chromatin fibers. Let's see what these structures are. Chromatin fibers is the entangled mass of thread-like structures present in the nucleoplasm of a non-dividing cell. During cell division, these chromatin materials condenses into long thread called as chromatid, and finally the structure becomes compact rod-like, which is known as chromosomes. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and proteins. They carry genetic characters from parents to offsprings through the union of the egg of female and sperm of male. Number of chromosomes is definite in each species, such as in human beings it is 46 in numbers, that is 23 pair. In onion it is 16 in total number. In dog it is 78, and so on. The functional unit of DNA are called as genes. Genes and not the number of chromosomes actually determines the characteristics. Let's see nucleolus. Nucleolus is highly dense spherical or oval body present inside the nucleus. It is not bounded by any membrane. It is rich in RNA and protein. Nucleolus is the site for ribosome formation. So children, with this we have come to the end of this lesson. Keep learning, keep enjoying, and stay in touch. Bye-bye.